What's up, Titans? This be your boy Scotty, and you're watching another review of Love and Hip Hop right now. Tonight I've decided to not be so lazy and put the reviews separately, simply because after I watched Love and Hip Hop and I seen what was gonna happen next week, I felt some type of way, and there's a lot of things that I want to say. And some of the stuff I should say for the next video, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna do my Love and Hip Hop video, which is what I'm filming right now, and then I'm gonna do my Bad Girls Club video after I watch, because I haven't watched it yet. So, oh, and by the way, this was not just my decision. I asked my Titans on Twitter would they like a separate video, you know, 2 separate videos tonight, and they all concurred and said that that's what they want. So tonight I'm going to give you what you want. I'm not lazy right now. I'm not sleepy right now. I know the last video was weak as fuck because I was sleepy and I just wanted to do it and just get it on out the way. But tonight y'all going to get all of me, and I got a lot to say about, especially about next week. But I'm going to save my comments to probably the end of the video. The show starts off with Savannah Jane and Mimi with that little girl. And I must say they got a cute little girl, by the way, but I don't know about their relationship. I mean, I don't like to be the one. I don't like to be the type to judge somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Mimi has a lot of potential as a woman, but she squashes it every time she opens her mouth and every time she makes a stupid ass move. But at the same time, I don't like to judge because I'm looking at this show and I've seen this shit so many times before, and it's not necessarily something that I've went through personally in a relationship, but I've seen my friends go through things like this where a man is constantly doing you wrong, but yet you decide to keep taking them back and keep trying to believe in them. So I kind of sympathize with Mimi, but then again, I just want to shake her and say, bitch, you cute, you pretty, you smart, you own your own motherfucking business, you got a kid. Just because you got a baby with Stevie J does not mean that y'all are meant to be together. If that's the case, because if you think that you and Stevie J are meant to be together because y'all got kids, then obviously he's meant to be with his other baby mamas then, if that's the case, because he got 5 of them, including you. So he must belong with these other 4 women that he got pregnant. I'm just saying. And then that asinine ass, you know, request to have Mimi and Joseph to go to counseling. That is crazy. I ain't never seen no shit like that before in my life. But I'm kind of glad that Mimi accepted the offer because the motherfucking therapy session was hilarious. But I'm gonna get into that one later. But you know, their relationship really confuses me. I don't know if they together or if they're not together, if they want to be together, if they don't want to be together. But I know last week, all I know is that Mimi was very hurt by everything that happened when she was talking to him outside at K Michelle's event. That's how I take it. So you know, I don't know. I'm not really rooting for Stevie J and Mimi to get back together, to be honest. I just think that Mimi deserves better. I mean, she's very pretty and she's smart. She just doesn't make the right decisions when it comes down to love and personal and relationships. But that's for anybody, because sometimes your feelings can get in the way of a lot of things and you end up making a wrong decision. So I'm not really rooting for them to get back together at all, because I just think that Mimi deserves better. That's how I feel about it. I know everybody else does. Carlos and Joseph meet up to talk about music and everything else, and Carly is really so set on working with Jocelyn. And this is my thing. I really don't get why you're trying to work with her. Number one, I don't see neither one of y'all making it in the industry for, you know, I don't see y'all being big in the industry, period. I really don't see it happening. I don't see it for neither one of y'all, number one. Number two, why are you so pressed to work with Jocelyn? You don't like her, she don't like you, what's the big deal? Jocelyn said that you can work with Stevie J all the fuck you want to. She don't really care, but you don't have to work with her. But it's just painfully clear that you want to work with Jocelyn. I don't even understand why you want to work with her. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of it all, it is what it is. So they get to talking about whatever's going on, and Jocelyn feels like it's not going to work between her and Carly, and then that's when Carly gets on talking about, you know, Jocelyn basically said that they were fucking. I guess she implied that, and that's when Carly was like, oh, so I knew you was dating Stevie J. I knew you was fucking him. Whether she was fucking him or not, bitch, what the fuck does it have to do with you? Like, you are so fucking messy, dude, and I really don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are so caught up in other folks' business and other folks' drama that you can't really understand that you need to worry about your own shit and start worrying about somebody else's. Carly just need to get a motherfucking life. And then that whole scene between her and Jocelyn, you know, they going back and forth, they arguing, and the next minute they cool with each other. Scripted. Okay. Going on to Rashida, going to the studio to go meet up with Scrappy. And then it was so funny when Rashida walked into the damn studio and she seen Bucky with that long ass, ugly ass, haystack ass weave on, and she gave her that look when she hugged her. That was some funny ass shit. And then, you know, Bucky left. So I'll call you back. So that's when Rashida was like, well, I know Bucky from the industry and all of that stuff. What industry was she in besides being on Flavor Love and Charm School and being up in her and Boots being up in Fabulous Baby Don't Go video? What industry was she in? The video whole industry? Oh yeah, I forgot she had a sex tape. You probably heard about that too. But basically, Rashida basically told Scrappy that, you know, he wrong for how he doing Erica, and he doing her like this and he doing her like that, and it's just like she just basically kept it 100 with Scrappy. And then Scrappy keeps saying that's the homie this, that's the homie that, but the homie don't kiss on another, a homie don't kiss another homie. So basically that's your homie with benefits. That's what you really need to say, because I don't even believe that you haven't slept with Bucky than the Man in the Moon, because I believe you fucked Bucky when you was up there by the pool rubbing her with sunscreen and shit. After you got the sunscreen on her, you screened her ass with the dick. That's what I believe you did. So you really need to stop out there front. So later on, Rashida goes to an event. It's Lil Scrappy's mixtape release party, and she sits down with Mimi and Queen Ariane and K Michelle, and they talk or whatever. And then, you know, they talk about the situation with Kurt and everything that's been going on. Rashida really doesn't want to talk about Kurt because it's depressing. So then that's when she goes on to tell them about her seeing Scrappy with Bucky at the studio. And they're all surprised by it, because, you know, she be like, well, she said that that's a friend. So then that's when Bucky comes over, and then K Michelle gives her that look and gives her that little shade, like a friend supposed, not like a friend supposed to, but like ghetto friends would do. You know what I'm saying? So then after that, that's when K Michelle said, well, I know that if I seen somebody, and if my house wasn't in order, one of my friends seen it, I would want them to tell me. And, you know, it's the way that you do stuff, and I'm going to get into that. I think I'm finna get into that now. It's the way that you do stuff. And, you know, that's when K Michelle met up with Erica about the whole Bucky situation. And she basically let her know that Bucky came to the mixtape release party with Scrappy, basically implying that Scrappy already had a bitch while he was with Erica. And that's basically what it was. Now, I had a debate with somebody on Twitter, because they were saying K Michelle called Carly messy for telling Mimi what was going on with Stevie. But it's a very big difference between what K Michelle did and what Carly did. And no, I'm not being biased, bitches, so hush. This is the difference. K Michelle came to Erica respectively and told her what happened. She said it with respect and out of concern as a friend. Carly did it in the messiest way possible. Like, she didn't just, you know, pull Erica to, she just didn't pull Mimi to the side privately and tell her that. She told Mimi that in front of everybody. That's being messy. That's not being a friend. If you being a friend to somebody and you trying to tell them what's going on with a man, do that privately. You don't do that in front of people, and you come off as a fake messy bitch. And that's why Carly got so much heat like she did, because she was being a fake messy bitch when she did it. So that's how I see it. I just think that K Michelle did the right thing by telling her it's a way you do stuff. It's a respectable way and a messy way to do shit. And the way Carly did it was fucking messy, and I don't give a damn who got a problem with what I'm saying. The shit was messy when Carly did it. Okay, Carly and Benzino's fake ass relationship, I ain't really got much to say about it, because I know that they filmed this show within months. So how the hell is he buying her rings and shit in between time already and giving her keys to the house? That's what makes me think that this whole damn relationship with Benzino is fake and put on for the fucking cameras. Because the only relationships that move this fast is relationships on sitcoms and soap operas. And clearly Love and Hip Hop ain't shit but an urban ass soap opera, so it kind of fits the format. Carly and Benzino are sickening and they are fake. And I don't know what type of pussy that old bitch got, but it must got his ass hooked. I guess she got the pussy that put it on Benzino. Hold up. Put it on Benzino, make him want to marry her. That's basically what it is, because I don't even see what it is. Like, do she suck dick right, or is her pussy good? It's one of them. I believe she can suck a mean dick. Look at her teeth. She barely got any, so I believe she do suck a mean dick. Rashida and Kirk meeting up with Deb. I keep saying this, and I said this since the other episode. Deb should have been on the show. I like Deb. She a ghetto bitch. And like one of my friends on Twitter by the name of Tia, she said that Deb would drag Mr. D, and I really believe it. I want to see Mama D and Deb box on the street, and I really believe that'll be an epic ass fight, because Deb will give Mama D the business. But she was basically coming on, basically saying that Kurt really wasn't doing his job as a manager, and Rashida's been underground for all these years, and this and that. But it's only so much you can do with the act like Rashida, because Rashida doesn't have good music. So how the hell do you plan to push an artist like Rashida, who number one doesn't have good music, she's whack as a rapper, and she shows no growth? And Marry Me is my shit. I bump it when I be driving sometimes, but other than that, who wants to hear that for so long? I mean, she got the same, and all her songs sound the same. That bubblegum shit sound like Marry Me, to be honest. Like, it's no different. It's basically that Atlanta swag, but she needs to show growth as an artist, and that's something she hasn't done. Even Trina, with her last few CDs, showed her growth as an artist. I mean, Trina isn't the best rapper in the world, but she's shown her growth as an artist, in my opinion. Like, she isn't as whack as she used to be. That's what I'm saying. So Rashida needs to show growth, and I don't think it's necessarily just Kurt's fault that she hasn't went anywhere in the industry. It's kind of Rashida's fault too, because she doesn't halfway listen to Kurt and what she's saying. And then he basically tried to tell her that going major is what's better for them than going independent, because independent is more stressful and they have to do everything by themselves. He tried to tell her ass that, but she wasn't listening. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's all Kurt's fault. I think some of the blame falls on Rashida too. But Deb really did go in on Kurt, but Rashida shouldn't have let Deb go in on him like that. And that's why Kurt felt some type of way about it, because they making him public enemy number one, like he not doing his part, in which I feel like he has been doing doing his part in whatever's going on with Rashida's, management or whatever. It's only so much he can do with the artist like Rashida. She's not even on Trina's level. So I can see if she was on somebody like Trina's level, but she's not even on Trina nor Diamond's level. Like, Rashida is just underground, and she's always has been. Like, even though she's had major deals in the past, she's never really done much to take her out of that underground phase. Trina's kind of underground herself, but she's not as underground as this bitch is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's not just Kurt's fault. It's Rashida's fault, because she doesn't listen to Kurt sometimes. And number two, she just doesn't make good music to push to the general public. And that's just the truth. Mimi and Bob Marley, I feel like that scene was very emotional. But I kind of feel like it's strange that after 9 years, you are just now granting your mother's wishes to spread her ashes in the ocean, or whatever y'all was at. That's kind of weird. And I'm sorry, but I believe Ariane is a lesbian. I really believe she a lesbian. She a cute lesbian though. She kind of give me Pam from Total Tees. The chick from Total with the short. Well, two of them had short hair, but the dark skin one with the short hair who was singing, with the baby voice. Pam, her. I believe Ariane give me Pam from Total Tees. I believe that. I believe she a lesbian. She likes to get down on the coop. Okay. The last thing was when Stevie, Mimi, and Jocelyn went to fucking counseling. That was the funniest shit. Jocelyn says that she did not know anything about Mimi, and she said that in an interview before outside of the show, that she didn't know anything about Mimi. The only thing that she knew was that Mimi was the baby mama. And Stevie basically said that he wasn't with Mimi. That was the baby mama, but she had no clue that Mimi was living with Stevie J. I guess that pushed her over the edge when Mimi was like, well, because Jocelyn was like, are you trying to pursue a relationship with her? Are you trying to pursue? Mimi was like, I'm living with him, Jocelyn. You know what I'm saying? I'm living with him. I've been living with him. And then she was like, oh, so you living with him? She was like, yes, I've been living with him. Next thing you know, Jocelyn punched the shit out of Stevie J and beat his ass right there in the motherfucking therapy session. If that ain't no wretched hood shit, I was living for that shit. And the fact that Mimi was laughing and living for her damn self, that shit was so funny. But that's what the fuck he get. That's what the fuck he get for trying to have his cake and eat it too. That's some bullshit, Stevie J. You deserve to get your ass beat. I'm so glad Jocelyn beat his motherfucking ass. Don't make no damn sense. And the fact that Mimi was laughing and enjoying every minute of it was crazy. And the fact that even it took all them security guards to get Jocelyn off Stevie, and the fact that Mona even had to come in on the set to get her ass off of him, that is crazy. So I'm more convinced that Jocelyn is a she-man. I really do believe that. I believe she's a part of the He-Man Woman Haters Club. That's what I believe. But that was hilarious. This was a very good episode. This was a very good ass episode for real. Now next week is probably gonna be the best one of the season, and that is what I want to speak on. Now I can go in. Okay, the reason why I want to do a video separately is because it's after I seen the previews for next week's episode. What Rashida said to K. Michelle really did not sit well with me. You know, it's obvious that she knew that K. Michelle was talking about Memphis. She knew that. And I understand that Rashida is friends with Toya and she's friends with Memphis. And she doesn't see Memphis putting his hands on somebody. I understand that because that's not the person you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the person you know to do that. So I understand all that. But the fact that it's a way that you talk about a situation. You basically came to this girl and said, well, I don't believe he did that to you. It's like you calling this bitch a liar to her face. And then for her to get up and cry like that, you know, she already got people. This man beat her ass, tried to suffocate her, number two. And then, you know, people in the label knew about the situation, tried to sweep the shit under the rug. He stole her damn money. And then when she speaks about her domestic violence issue, he gets offended and make it seem like she lying and that she just crazy and shit. And then you got his fucking wife jumping in and don't even know what happened. And then here you come. I mean, it's just so much shit going on. And I just don't think that it was right for Rashida to say that. But I think I'm just going to hold off on my comments until the next episode just to see what happened. Because I just think that she was out of pocket. I just feel like she was speaking on something that had nothing to do with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, yes, that's your friend, and I'm pretty sure that if that's not the person that you know, then of course you're not gonna believe it. But you sitting up here with this girl and you basically calling her a lie to her face as if the shit didn't happen. I mean, you weren't there. None of us were there to begin with. And I just don't think that K. Michelle has a reason to lie on Memphis. Like, people trying to say that she's telling this story to get fame. Who is Memphis? Because didn't nobody know who the fuck he was until he got with Toya. So that's my whole thing. Like, I do understand both sides, though. Like, I understand Rashida's side. Like, she doesn't believe that he did it because that's her friend. But at the same time, you didn't know Memphis until he got with Toya. So you don't know what type of man he was before he met Toya and before you met him. So it's best, and you say you don't want to be involved in a situation, then it's best for you not to say anything, period, and just don't speak on it at all. And then for you to say that to her, that makes it even worse. So I understand both sides, but either way, I just believe in this. Don't speak on a situation that you don't know shit about. And that's all I got to say, you guys. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter. And I'll be back in a little while for my Bad Girls Club video. Let me call my cousin back and I'll holler. Bye.